Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing the May forecast for the collective. So may it resonate with anyone and everyone who sees it. Whenever you see it, truth be told, because it's a timeless message. Even though, let me clarify, if you're new, if you've been here coming to watch my videos for a while, then you know what I mean. So yes, it is for May, but it is also timeless. So what I mean by that is, like, if you come across this video later on in another month, another week, another year that's not May, and not May of 2024, that's okay. You can still get something from this reading today. So you can either, there's a couple ways you can go about this. You can either listen to the overall reading for the month, which the timestamps will be down in the description box to go to. Hi kitty, there's a kitty right outside. Or you can treat it like a pick a card and click on whatever week you feel drawn to and watch it and apply to whatever week you're in. Or, like, let's say you're watching this in June and it's week 4 of June. You can also click on week 4 in this video and apply the messages to that time. So that's what I mean. It's timeless. You can still get something from this, or you can listen to the whole thing and apply it to whatever your month you're in. Same goes for all my other forecasts and readings. So let's go ahead and get into the overall reading for the month. Okay, today I'm working with the Modern Witch Tarot, the Realist Oracle, and this is a now discontinued oracle deck that I had created. My maiden name is Archer, so this was the Archer's Career Oracle deck. I may bring it back at some point, but right now it's discontinued. So let's jump on in. Let's start off with the overall energy for the month. Okay, so the first message is you are manifesting abundance. And then I'm hearing through my clear audience, spring to summer. So throughout spring to summer, you're manifesting abundance. So for some of you, you are putting your energy into the ideas that can make you more money later on, or maybe you're seeing some results already. Abundance can also be an abundance of opportunity, an abundance of fun, an abundance of ideas, of support, of love, of new friends or community around you. Abundance can be many things, not just money, but I do feel a lot of it is related to money for a good majority of you, because remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and release what doesn't. Okay, let's see what else comes through. Overall energy for the month. Okay, attachment. So this month, you're going to be releasing attachments to things that are not the best for you. So whether it's unhealthy addictions, unhealthy obsessions, unhealthy ways of thinking, unhealthy behaviors and action, whether it's unhealthy people or stuff you don't need, like, unchain yourself, let it all go. You don't need it. For some of you, I'm getting this energy of, like, cleaning out your closet or getting removing clutter from your home. If you haven't worn it in over a year, if you haven't touched it in over a year, you probably don't need it. So things like that. I mean, yes, some things you can repurpose, so maybe you want to consider that as well. But if it's just clutter, if it's just taking up space, and if it's attached to, like, people, for example, like, let's say you got a gift from someone that you no longer are close to, and you're like, maybe you feel like this person doesn't have the best intentions for you. Maybe you want to get rid of whatever that was, or maybe it's the energy of an ex, like, get rid of it if you come across it, things like that. And again, some of you are going to be releasing attachment to situations, people, environments that just are, why can I talk today? Are no longer good for you. Also, I'm hearing Spirit say letting go of things online. So I feel like maybe you're taking a break from being online so much, or no longer wasting time on certain things online, things like that. We also have Six of Swords. So a lot of you are beginning to leave the past behind you, move in a new different direction. A lot of you are finally feeling like the relief of difficulties being left behind you, moving in a brighter direction. Some of you are taking trips or planning trips. Some of you are moving, or maybe you've already moved and you're settling in, or maybe you're planning to move, travel, things like that. Some of you are changing jobs. So it's overall like this energy of like moving in a new direction, moving in a new chapter, settling into an energy of newness, new environment, new ways of thinking, new beginning, new habits, things like that. Some of you are also detaching and moving on from worrying so much about why other people like treated you how they did, or why they left your life. I'm hearing Spirit say you're realizing they had other issues. They had other issues beyond your control, and it's not your job to fix them. It's not really your problem. Just keep moving. They were removed, or they left because they are not in alignment with you at this time. So that's what I see as far as the overall energy for the month. Let's get into each week. So week 1 of May, or whenever you come across this. Also remember, May is a 5, month 5 in the calendar year. So May, the number 5 is bringing energy of change. And you may feel, there may be moments of annoyance or uncomfortable energy when change is happening. Even if it's amazing, good, happy change, sometimes there's still moments of that unease, because change can feel unfamiliar, even if it's exciting, and it may still have challenges. But May is like that saying, like the winds of change are blowing through. That's the vibe going on for the whole month, but also with week 1. Also with week 1, Spirit is saying shadow work is still a theme. I'm also hearing Spirit say you may have to say no still. You may have to say no to previous things that once brought you comfort that you know are not healthy for you anymore, or not the best thing for you anymore. So maybe it's saying no to certain foods, or saying no to drinking certain things like alcohol or things like that, or saying no to or cutting back to like smoking if that was what you were doing, or saying no to hanging out with that group of people that you know only cloud your judgment, or you always feel confused or just off balance or tense up around that group of people or person. And so now you're saying no, like you're just not hanging out with them anymore, spending time with them. Maybe you're saying no to consuming certain content or things like that. You are also doing the shadow work in the sense of dissecting and looking deeper into why you feel triggered by certain things, or why you're feeling that sadness or that anger, or whatever part of your shadows or things that you've tried to hide away or not see. Now you're seeing it, even though you don't like it. It's coming up so that you can work through it and figure out the root cause, and then begin to heal and find a solution or move through the issue instead of trying to bypass it. So week 1, there's still a lot of shadow work that's being done. It may feel uncomfortable at times, but you are divinely protected and guided in week 1 throughout the process. Some of you, this may be very much connected to money or career, like you're working through some uncomfortable changes, or it could be another area of your life, but for some reason, career is really standing out right now as a message. But it could be other things for some of you. Some of you are beginning to Move forward with new ideas you've had or expressing things that have been on your mind, whether it's to yourself or to others, and taking action with those ideas you previously had in your mind. And Spirit is saying if you start to do that in week 1 or whenever you're seeing this, you'll begin to see some of the results next month, or you even begin to feel even more movement, more inspiration next month when it comes to that. Some of you are also doing shadow work tied to things people have said to you or that you have said to other people in the past, and you're doing some shadow work around that. You can't take back what was said, and you can't change what they said to you, whatever it may be, but you can kind of change your perspective around it or use it to communicate differently moving forward into the future, things like that. Going into week 2, we have choose love. Some of you may be deciding to try things like a dating app, or if you've been on a dating app and you're not loving it, maybe you're trying to find new ways of meeting people through things that you love. Like maybe you are just following your joy, and like let's say you go on a hike and you meet someone, or you join a like a meetup group or things like that, or maybe you're just choosing yourself, doing things that you love to make you happy. Spirit is saying choose love. So follow what you love, follow what is giving you love in return. Choose love. Some of you are also like giving yourself permission to treat yourself to something you love, like maybe it's like a new outfit or a trip, or a nice meal, doing something to show yourself some love. And I mean that like in the logical, realistic sense of if you have the extra income to do that right now because the economy is tough, or if it's not going to put you in a struggle money wise, then do that. But if you're not in that position, then choose another way of loving yourself. Also, I'm getting this energy of someone choosing to block or mute people that do not show you love, or that you feel that hater energy from. You're choosing yourself and you're choosing love, so you're going to block out, delete, mute, whatever it is, those that are not doing that. Maybe it's deleting in comments and blocking people, especially if you're like a content creator or something like that, if all they do is hate, like, or maybe it's someone that you feel lurks at your page, and you always see them in your story, but they never show you love, and you just get a really weird, uncomfortable feeling from them. Mute them, block them, delete them, whatever it might be. Mute, block, delete that ex that you don't need to be checking up on, whatever it is. I feel like some of you, that it's that energy. I also see the message of bigger audience and eyes on you. So I feel like in week 2, a lot of you are going to be receiving more recognition, or more people are trying to see what you're up to, following your, not in a scary way, but following your moves, like more so just like let's following your story, seeing how things develop, that kind of a thing. For some of you, if you work in content or things like that, maybe more people are noticing you, things like that, or maybe it's at work and people are, again, seeing what you're up to, noticing you, but it feels more in a positive way. It feels more like recognition. Of course, you're going to have haters that come with that, but that's what I feel. And we also have Ace of Pentacles, so there could be even more money flow coming in week 2, or whenever you see this. I also feel like, because I'm hearing the message of November to December, so I feel like certain things that you put into motion in week 2, you will see even more results of, for some reason, around next November to December. General message. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. But week 2, it feels like you're feeling like the universe is really putting things right in front of you for you to continue to succeed and prosper and grow and take things to the next level in a positive light. Like really building more of stable foundation, relationships and partnerships that really take more roots, that have more of a stable stump, tree stump. I don't know, because we're using the tree analogy, right? So that sounds weird, but like, yeah, like growing together, those that you can really grow together and prosper together, rather than getting rid of the superficial friendships, getting rid of the friendships where all you do is gossip and focus on the past. And but in the present and in the future, it's like there's no real growth. You're getting rid of those kinds of things. That could be friendship, that could be romantic relationships, that could even be distancing from family members, even if it's like just temporarily, so that you can get your focus going in the new path you're going on, or so that you can even further see like what kind of relationships you want in your life moving forward, romantic or friendship or business or otherwise, or even the relationship with self. So going into week 3, we have abundance. And I'm hearing Spirit is saying you're feeling more certain. You're more certain of what you want to do. You're more certain and clear about where you stand with certain people. You're more certain and clear about who you are and this new version of you, because the version of you is likely changing, and that's okay. We're meant to change. You have Spirit is also saying for some of you that feel like you don't have a lot. For example, you feel like your money flow is not strong. You have a lot of abundance in other things, other areas around you. So what are those things? And having gratitude for that, because the money will flow later. But I do feel like this is also a sign that money's going to be picking up in week 3, or what you're doing, the changes you're making in your life, the changes you're making in your mind and your perspective will bring more money later if you don't see it yet. So I feel that. We also have a connection must end to prosper, and it must end immediately. So only you will know what that is. A connection to someone, something, or even maybe something you had been doing or a way that you have been thinking must end in order for you to prosper around this time. I do see 5 of Wands, so there is still some annoying pieces that need to be maneuvered around so that they can eventually be phased out. Everyone may not think like you do. Everyone may not agree with the vision you have for your future, so you don't have to tell them. Keep it to yourself and just surprise people with the results later. You may be a little bit irritated or on edge during this time, like things that you don't think should annoy you, or things that you could say, oh, that's small, it's no big deal, but it's annoying you, like something's annoying you, and you notice those things because that may be something to where the relationship to whatever that is or whoever that is may need to change, or the approach may need to change or be distanced altogether. It's like a sensitivity. Like, this is the best example I can give. When I was pregnant, like things that are not usually annoying to me were really annoying to me because I was extra sensitive, and things were changing within me. It's kind of like that. I'm using that as an example to explain what I'm feeling. And it's not because something is wrong with you, it's because you're changing. Going into week 4, we have follow the spark. So I'm hearing pull back and then follow the spark. So maybe there's something you need to pull back from, or someone you need to pull back from, or to stop doing in order to pause and get more grounded, get more centered, and then you have more clarity about what that spark is, what that exciting thing is that has you motivated to get going, to get moving. Follow the spark. Follow what makes you happy, what excites you. Some of you, this is also a message to pull back and reevaluate why you feel drawn to someone or something. You feel like there's a spark there, but for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, you're not seeing the results you would hope for. And so it's kind of more of a reevaluation of why are you drawn to that? And at the end of the day, is it actually a good thing for you or not. Because just because you want something doesn't mean it's good for you. I might want to eat a whole bag of Oreos right now, and that makes me excited to do it, but it doesn't mean it's good for me, and I might regret it afterwards. So that's just an example. So whoever's resonating with that message, but I also feel like in general, this is also just a message of taking time to self, to rest, relax, reevaluate. What are you excited about? What gets that spark, that glimmer in your eye going? Because maybe you've been feeling kind of like in a rut for a while or stuck in a routine, and you're ready to shake things up and ready to spice things up. And week 4, or whenever you see this, maybe like, you know what, let's go ahead and make those changes. Remember, we're in May. May is 5, all about changes. So let's go ahead and make those changes. There's that vibe as well. Some of you, I'm hearing the message of bonding with you. So for some of you, this may be like a person or a group of people that you're bonding with more, or feeling more bonded to, and getting closer with. And for others of you, like you're just bonding with yourself. We also have the message of stop wasting money around this time in week 4. So maybe you're getting more on a strict budget, or being more strategic with how you're using your money during this time as well. So that's what I see going on. If you made it this far, send me your favorite star or plant emoji, because that's where my mind went. Comment below how it's resonating with you, or if you like watch it as things go along, let me know how things are playing out in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you feel called to do so. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that information is down below in the description box. And if you choose to, you could always tip by buying me a coffee, because this is a free reading. It's an energy exchange. That's down below in the description as well. And I will talk to you guys another time. Bye.